Yoo Young-chul, South Korea's grisly serial killer. Yoo Young-chul, a name that still sends shivers down the spines of South Koreans, is a notorious serial killer whose gruesome crimes shocked the nation in the early 2000s, known for his heinous acts of violence and the chillingly methodical nature of his murders. Yoo Young-chul's case serves as a haunting reminder of the capacity for evil within the human psyche. In this essay, we will delve into the life, crimes, and psychological profile of Yoo Young-chul, attempting to understand the factors that led to his murderous spree and the impact it had on South Korean society. Yoo Young-chul was born on April 1st, 1970, in South Korea. He grew up in a relatively normal family and displayed no overt signs of psychopathy or violent tendencies during his early years. However, as is often the case in criminal psychology, the seeds of his future crimes may have been sown long before his murderous spree began. Yoo Young-chul's killing spree took place between September 2003 and July 2004. During this period, he brutally murdered and dismembered at least 21 people, though some estimates suggest the actual number could be much higher. His victims included men, women, and even children, making it a terrifying and indiscriminate series of South Koreans. One of the distinctive aspects of Yoo Young-chul's modus operandi was his ability to gain the trust of his victims. He often lured them to his residence with the promise of employment or a place to stay. Once inside, he would incapacitate and subsequently murder them. After the killings, he would dismember the bodies, disposing of the remains in various locations around Seoul. The media dubbed Yoo Young-chul the Raincoat Killer because he often wore a yellow raincoat during his crimes. His brutality was also notable. He showed no remorse and seemed to take pleasure in describing his acts to the police and the media. His cold, emotionless demeanor sent shockwaves throughout South Korean society. Yoo Young-chul's reign of terror came to an end in July 2004 when he was captured by the police. He confessed to the murders in gruesome detail, and evidence collected from his home and other locations tied him to the crimes. During his trial, he exhibited an eerie lack of remorse and maintained a calm and collected demeanor. In February 2005, Yoo Young-chul was sentenced to death for his crimes. South Korea has maintained a strict stance on capital punishment, and his sentencing reflected the gravity of his actions. The case raised questions about the criminal justice system in South Korea, its treatment of serial killers, and the factors that lead individuals down such a dark path. Yoo Young-chul's case, like many serial killers, raises questions about the psychological underpinnings of such heinous crimes. Various theories have been proposed, including the possibility of psychopathy, a personality disorder characterized by a lack of empathy and remorse, as well as a predisposition toward violent and antisocial behavior. While a comprehensive psychological assessment of Yoo Young-chul may not be available to the public, his actions and demeanor during his trial suggest a psychopathic disposition. The way he described his murders, with a disturbing lack of emotion and the sheer number of victims he claimed, make it highly likely that he suffered from psychopathy. The case of Yoo Young-chul had a profound impact on South Korean society. It ignited a sense of fear and paranoia as people began to question the safety of their own communities. The shocking nature of his crimes, the indiscriminate choice of victims, and the brutality with which he carried them out left a lasting scar on the national psyche. The case also led to discussions about the criminal justice system, the use of capital punishment, and the treatment of serial killers in South Korea. Some called for more stringent measures to prevent such atrocities from happening again. while others argued for a more compassionate approach to criminal justice. Yoo Young-chul's reign of terror was a dark chapter in South Korean history. His crimes, characterized by their gruesome nature and the apparent pleasure he took in describing them, shocked a nation and left a lasting impact on South Korean society. His case serves as a chilling reminder of the capacity for evil within the human psyche and the need for society to grapple with the complex issues of criminal justice and psychopathy. As South Korea continues to heal from the wounds inflicted by Yoo Young-chul's actions, the case remains a cautionary tale about the depths of human depravity